Hello YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a nice day. Welcome to Stuart George's Home Movies. I got my latest movie watches, all on physical media if you know me. A few 4Ks, a few Blu-rays. I think there's 10. Get on with it. First one. From 2024, Todd Phillips directed film called Joker Part 2. Love the original. Yes, it's like Taxi Driver. Yes, it's like bloody King of Comedy, that sort of style, the 70s sort of style, really. I love both of them films, and I love Joker, to be honest. Great score on Joker as well, the original. I didn't hear great things about this, but I got this in the 2 for 30 in the HMV sale. I thought for 15 quid, I'm going to buy it, have my own verdict on it, and give it a go. To be honest, I was pleasantly surprised. Better than I thought it was going to be, because I heard so many terrible things about it. Yes, it's no masterpiece. You know what I mean? It's nowhere near as good as the original, but it's still a good sequel, man. You know what I mean? It's got good parts in it. It's got musical parts in it. It's a bit fair play to them. They tried something bloody different. You know what I mean? They didn't have Harley Quinn and Joker escape from the prison and start rioting around the town and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's a good character study. Lady Gaga's fantastic in this. She really is. Joaquin Phoenix is really good. Brendan Gleeson as a security guard is awesome in this. And yeah, good entertaining film. The ending I quite liked. A lot of people didn't like the ending, but I quite liked it, to be honest. It's like, whoa, that's what happens, is it? And yeah, so to be honest, pleasantly surprised with Joker Part 2. Keeping the collection, yes. Liked it. Heard great things about this. I'm not the biggest Godzilla fan. I like is it the original 1958 version? I love Gorgo. A lot of creature features from the 50s, 60s, you know, Ray Harryhausen sort of stuff. That sort of stuff I love, really. And I heard great things about this. I heard it's got heartwarming tale, that sort of thing, really, and emotional. And good God, it has. It's got a great story. Godzilla Minus One. What a film. Really is. My God. Really heartwarming. Kamikaze pilot crash lands on this... doesn't crash land. He just lands on this like island. And they wonder why he's not killed himself being a kamikaze pilot. He goes back to where he lived. And the place is just ravaged from war. It's post-war. It's probably 1945. And he meets this girl who's got this baby. And it's not hers. And they bring it up. And Godzilla turns up, and it's a really fantastic film, man. It's a great, heartwarming tale, man. It really is emotional as well. Oh, what a film, man. Godzilla looks fantastic. The action is incredible. The story is fantastic. Yes, it's in Japanese, but who cares? It's in Japanese. I watched it Japanese version with the English subtitles. That's the way to go for me. If you're thinking of buying this, man, just get it, man, because it's bloody awesome. What a watch that was. Fantastic. Godzilla Minus One. Awesome watch that was. Really enjoyed that one. Oh, a film I've not seen since, what year is it? 1997? I probably haven't seen it since 98, 99, something like that. Didn't even have it in the collection. I knew it was fantastic. But my God, I didn't realise how bloody tense and suspenseful this film was. Oh my God. Me and the wife love this one. A tense, beautiful, crafted, edgy of seat thriller. Kurt Russell. Fantastic, man, in this. It really is. Oh, it's a great tale of him and his wife are going like on this like road trip, are they? Breakdown. This bloke said he's going to take the wife to the petrol station, the garage sort of thing, and they're going to make a phone call to get the truck recovered. She never turns up. That's all I'm saying, really. And Kurt Russell has to go and find out where she's gone. And they meet those like three people, and oh, I won't ruin it. If you've not seen it, Breakdown is so suspenseful, man, and tense. Tense, man. This film, it says here, edgy a seat, and it really is. Breakdown is absolutely fantastic, man. And the 4K looks really nice as well. By the way, the 4K of that looks beautiful. The 4K of that looks beautiful. All three on my system look fantastic. Now, we move on to the Blu-rays now. That's all my 4Ks. This is from 1983. I've heard this mentioned. I don't know why I've never seen it in the past, to be honest, because this is a first time watch for me. And it stars... Oh, I love Molly Ringwald. What's his name? Peter Strauss. I think he was in a Western I've seen. Peter Strauss. Was he in Soldier Blue? Oh, I can't remember now. But Molly Ringwald, obviously, from Breakfast Club and Pretty in Pink and things like that. And what's it called? Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. I didn't get on with this. I really didn't. I thought I'd like it more than I did, being an 80s fan. And I like my cheesy sci-fi sometimes, but I couldn't get my head around this, man. It was like just too much, too Too daft, too cheap. I know I like cheap films sometimes, but it just didn't work for me really. It just plodded on. It's like an episode of bloody Stargate, or like, I don't know, the later Star Trek films, series. Didn't get on with it. Probably go and put it in the charity box. Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden Zone from 1983. Didn't get on with it, to be honest. Ah, this was... I remember this. Was it 1994? Stars, I mean, you got the great Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer, Mike Nichols film. And it's called Wolf. Yeah, it's a different take on the werewolf genre. Not too bad. Jack Nicholson's like this... is he like... God, some of these indicate they never have the synopsis on the back, so you can never bloody remember them. I think he's like working as a publicity, that sort of thing, and he's a bit mild, but then he gets bitten by this werewolf and becomes a bit more aggressive, that sort of thing in business. And what's his name comes into James Spader comes into it and gets the job that Jack Nicholson should have had, and Jack Nicholson doesn't do anything about it, but when he gets bitten he does do something about it. So it's between Jack Nicholson and James Spader. Christopher Plummer I love Christopher Plummer. What a bloody actor, man. Everything he's in, he's fantastic. Love him. And yeah, so it's not a bad film, this. Wolf. Not the greatest werewolf film in the world, but watchable. Jack's good. There's a bit, man, when Jack's running around the town and he's literally running like that, like a dog. It's hilarious. It's a bit cheesy, but it's hilarious. Music by Ennio Morricone, I believe. Yeah, Ennio Morricone did the music. Not his greatest score he's ever put out, but decent enough. Werewolf, Mike Nichols from 1994. Yeah, well worth watching. Can you believe I've never seen this? It's unbelievable. It's an 80s film, and I bloody love the 80s. Greatest decade for music, film, bloody everything. Yeah, it's from 1986. Of course, it's David Lynch film. Blue Velvet. Never seen it before. Watched it all the way through. Yeah, decent film. It's a bit of a mind-bending, wild ride of a film. It's not my favourite David Lynch film that I've ever seen, to be honest. You know what I mean? I've probably seen 3, 4. Mulholland Drive, Elephant Man, and bloody what's the other? Oh, loved Twin Peaks when it first came out. Yeah, I loved Twin Peaks. This was, you know what I mean? I know people love it, and I know that. I know cinephiles love it, and I know film fans love it, but yeah, it's alright. It's not one of my greatest films I've ever watched. Isabella Rossellini's quite good in it. Carl McLaughlin's good. Oh, love Laura Dern. Love Laura Dern. Yeah, so it's got a great cast, you know what I mean? Whoa, what's his... Brad Dourif as well, isn't it? Yeah, with the gang. George Dickinson. Yeah, so decent film. And yeah, Blue Velvet. Not one of my favourite films ever. I mean, it's got 5 stars here, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Not for me. It didn't grab me, to be honest. It didn't grab me. It's a bit weird in places and that sort of thing. And nah. Yeah, but an okay watch. Is it staying in the collection? Damn right it is. It's a decent film. But when it's been overhyped all these years, when you watch these sort of films, you think, yeah, it's good enough. Well, I don't see quite the hype with it, to be honest. There you go. I'll probably get slagged off in the comments because I know it's bloody rated, but who cares? It's my verdict on it, and that's it. Blue Velvet, yeah, not too bad. Oh, can it get polar opposite than this? You really can't, in my view, anyway. What year we got? 1984. It's directed by Neil Israeli, and it's a Tom Hanks film, and it's just daft. It's a first time watch for me, because I was going through me Tom Hanks. Oh, well, I think I did a top 10 Tom Hanks, to be honest. And someone mentioned this in a few comments. Have you seen Bachelor Party? No, I haven't. So I thought, I picked it up about 6 months ago, and I thought, well, I'll give it a watch. It's daft as hell. Yes, it's childish, it's daft, it's immature, but my God, it's entertaining. It really is. You know what I mean? Stick it on a Sunday afternoon, who cares if it's childish? Bachelor Party, Tom Hanks, worth watching, man. Jesus, what can you say? Oh, this was a great watch, this was. On what a label this is. Studio Canal Vintage Classic Collection. Just a British classic, this is. This is the first time watch, but my God, what just... Margaret Leighton, look at the cast. Margaret Leighton, Ralph Richardson, woo! There she is. I just love Margaret Leighton. Ralph Richardson plays her husband, and this Italian comes into the town, and he's like, comes to help Ralph Richardson because he's like disabled, and it goes into like, it starts off black and white, and Margaret Leighton's like an author, and when she starts writing this book about this Italian moving in, it goes into colour, and it's a bit of a weird one, but it's a great story. This really is proper British. It really is. I just love the accents in there, the upper class British accent. I miss that in films, I really do. It's a fantastic watch. If you're thinking, if you love British films, black and white, well, I know it's black and white colour really, but they go from, it's 2 films in 1 film, but it's a fantastic film. And Margaret Leighton in there is just bloody awesome. It's only 97 minutes, so it's an easy watch really, an hour and a half sort of thing. Yeah, what a label this is, man. And I've come to realise that some of these vintage classics that I've got in my collection are some of the greatest films I've got in my collection. You know what I mean? They're so this is so rewatchable. It really is. So, just for the acting and the way it looks, it's so simplistic but effective. Passionate Stranger, what a film. Really enjoyed that one. Oh, this was a good take on the Sherlock Holmes stories, and it's got some great characters in here, man. Well, it's got some good characters, but it's got some great actors, really has. Christopher Plummer, oh, James Mason, fantastic, and he got a great voice, James Mason. Genevieve Bujold, John Gielgud, who's just bloody fantastic. Donald Sutherland can do anything, if you ask me. Any character he puts on, he's got a great moustache. You want to see a moustache and a beard? Whew, Murder by Decree. I mean, look at it. Look at that for a moustache and beard. Bloody hell, Donald. But yeah, fantastic story about Jack the Ripper, Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson. Dr. Watson's played by James Mason. Christopher Plummer is Sherlock Holmes, and what a Sherlock Holmes he is. He really is fantastic. London looks great. Gothic, Victorian. I bloody love films like this, I do. I really do. Great story. Murder by Decree was a great watch, really was. And this is in the vintage classics as well. No slipcover with it, but who cares? Oh, vintage classic Studio Canal, man. I've one of the labels I'm looking at just to increase because they're just bloody fantastic. Oh, this was a good watch, really was. In the Eureka Master of the Cinema series, I know Roy's a big fan of that series, and he must have this in his collection surely, because this was bloody awesome. From 1975, Hard Times, James Coburn, Charlie Bronson, directed by Walter Hill, who did Southern Comfort and The Warriors, if I remember rightly. And yeah, fantastic film this is. Street fighting. Charles Bronson comes into like this town where James Coburn is running like fighting rings and fighting, that sort of thing, and James Coburn becomes his manager. It's fantastic. Oh, I'll tell you what else he's got in this as well. He's bloody awesome. Is it Strother Martin? I think it's Strother Martin who was in Cool and Luke. He's fantastic in that, and he's fantastic in this, even though he plays his doctor, and you don't really need a doctor when Charles Bronson's fight. He doesn't even get a bloody eye or nothing, so I don't know what that was about. But yeah, Charles Bronson looks mean in this, man, and he's fantastic. James Coburn, fantastic. Hard Times, what a film that was. That was a great watch, that was, really was. First time watch as well, that was. There's my latest watches anyway. Like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, love the comments. Put in the comments down below if you've seen any of these, if you've not seen any of these. Some of them, man, some good watches in there, really is. Cheers for watching anyway. Cheers.